Hi, my name is Muhammad Shafiq bin Baharin, and today I would like to give a brief introduction of what is HSE. So, what is HSE? Many of us have heard about it but do not know what it means. HSE stands for Health, Safety, and Environment. HSE encompasses a range of practices, policies, and regulations to minimize hazard, prevent accident and injuries, and promote sustainable practices. HSE is vital for safeguarding the health and safety of individuals, protecting the environment, and maintaining sustainable operations across different sectors. The event that we choose is explosion at Petronas Aramco refining complex. Late on March 15, 2020, a fire broke out at the Petronas Saudi Aramco joint venture managed by Pengerang Refining and Petrochemicals Complex in the Johor state of Malaysia. 7 victims were reported and one of them managed to escape unharmed and the other had 70% of burns. This was the second incident in less than a year. It happened at the diesel hydrotreater plant in the Pengerang complex. The last one, which happened in April 2019 at the atmospheric residue desulfurization unit, did not result in any injuries, and Petronas stated that the refinery will resume commercial operation by the end of 2019 as planned. By the middle of 2020, the ARDS should be up and running, processing 300,000 barrels of crude oil per day for Southeast Asia fuel needs.
Due to this event, 5 people lost their lives and one suffered from 70% degree burn. The potential consequences of this event can be expanded to 5 main points. For the first point, which is the injuries and health impact, the reported victims, especially the individual with 70% burns, may experience severe health consequences. The release of hazardous substances during the fire could lead to respiratory issues and other health concerns for those in the vicinity. For the environmental impact, fires at petrochemical plants can result in the release of pollutants into the air and water, which will affecting the environment. This could lead to long-term consequences for ecosystem and potentially impact the health of people in the surrounding areas. For the third point, incidents of this nature can have a psychological impact on individuals in the affected area, causing stress, anxiety, and concerns about safety. Long-term psychological effects may also occur, especially if there are repeated incidents. For the fourth point, which is the economic impact, the incident may disrupt operation at the Pengerang plant, which will affecting employment and economic activities in the region. The cost of recovery, repairs, and potential legal liabilities will also have broader economic implications. Last but not least, evacuation and displacement. Depending on the scale of the incident, local authorities may initiate evacuation to ensure the safety of nearby residents. This can lead to temporary displacement, which will impact their daily lives and routines of other people. Next, I will explain the recommendation of the higher. For the hazard identification and risk assessment, we have found 3 main points, which is the first point, which this event involved in handling and processing of flammable materials. The second point is that this incident has exposure to burning petrochemicals, and last but not least, the reason why this event may happen due to interconnecting pipes were not within the petrochemical facilities.
Hi, so I will move to the next point, which is risk control. What is risk control? Risk control refers to the systematic and strategic efforts implemented by individuals, organizations, or businesses to manage and mitigate potential risks in various aspects of their operations. The primary goal of risk control is to minimize the impact of uncertainties and potential hazard on the achievement of objectives. For example, hazard identification and risk assessment, engineering controls, isolation and segregation, equipment inspection and maintenance, fire prevention and control, and lastly, safety audits and inspections. Next, I will go further on the law, acts and regulations. There are some laws that we need to follow. The first one is Occupational Safety and Health Act 1994, which is OSHA 1994. Next is Factories and Machinery Environmental Quality Act 1974 and Act 1967. Moreover, Environmental Quality Act 1974, and last but not least is Petroleum, which is Safety Measures Act 1984.
In conclusion, the prevention and control of explosion involve a multifaceted approach encompassing legally, regulator, and practical measures. Various law, acts, and regulations exist at both national and international levels to address workplace safety, hazardous materials management, and the prevention of industrial accidents. Specific regulations may include provision for risk assessment, engineering control, emergency response planning, and the use of safety measures in various industries. So the effectiveness of these measures depend on the collaboration between regulatory authorities, industry stakeholders, and the commitment of organizations to prioritize safety. Continuous monitoring, regulators' updates to regulation, and ongoing education are training a crucial element in ensuring the successful prevention and ongoing control of explosion. It's essential for organizations to stay informed about the latest legal requirement, adapt to evolving technologies and process, and foster a culture of safety to minimize the risk of associated with explosion and their potential consequences.